had the tall, black, dreads, big dick boyfriend. And it was cool. They're like, I'm not gonna say they're as in general, because when you are like that, you might lack some fucking basic personality. But he was cool. But a couple of things. One, we were never gonna get married. Why? Because he's a child of divorce, and for that reason, he didn't want to get married. He wanted to have a bunch of kids, but not get married. So that's contradicting in itself, to me at least. And when my dad died, my dad's body hadn't even been picked up yet. He was one of the first people that I had called, and this is maybe like 5 years or so after our relationship had already ended. But still, the fact that he and my dad were friends, my dad thought very highly of him. My dad would ask about him randomly. Just like today, like I have friends who still ask about him because he became part of the group, right? He told me that I didn't need anyone. That does not know. So if we were married, we would have definitely gotten a divorce, because how unhuman, how uncivilized is that to say to someone who literally just lost someone that they don't need anyone? And that he was at work, and work was more important than whatever the fuck that I was currently going through. He didn't say those words verbatim, but he was very rushed to get off the phone because he had to work. Versus a friend who left his job mid-shift, got on his bicycle, not a motorcycle, like a regular bike, and rushed right over. Not like my big sister, who lives 2 hours away, got here in 45 minutes. This guy was like, oh, I'm at work. Whoop-de-doo. Like, absolutely not. Or even the guy who didn't even know my dad, but knew that I was hurting and came over basically every single night to cuddle me. I'm not too big on looks. I'm not too big on money. Looks come and go. Money comes and go. I'm so huge on your personality, your character, all of that, because that is who you are. You can only fake that for so much. And that's why I've been in these short ass 30 to 90 days situationships, because after that point, there's something about their character that I'm like, oh hell no. Absolutely not. And I am about to walk into the house of the Lord, and happy Sunday. And that's what I have to say about that. Have a good one, you guys. And so it's a relief, and I'm glad I did that we broke up, because you can't foresee things like that. But it's like, okay, that makes sense. And so now we broke up in 2018, and we're in 2024, and I'm still not married, but I don't have that question, oh shit, would I have been married had I not stayed, had I stayed? You know, I don't have that question. I've been dating. You guys seen the videos? I got my stories. So it's a very much, I'm very glad we broke up. I have nothing to do with him. And now I don't even, text happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. That there's absolutely nothing, because you don't get to treat me that way. And that is just that. So I hope with my story, it helped answer some questions and hopefully give you some personal insight in your own life. Maybe you're in a relationship with a guy who you do see as your husband, and he maybe has some reservations about being married. And, listen to that, because are you going to be okay? Seriously, going to be okay with being with him? Are you always going to question, like, hey, I could be spending my time elsewhere with someone else?